Hi, this is Diamond with Casting Vision. I miss you guys so much. I wanted to get on here because I wanted to talk to you guys about some things that are going on. I just want you to take a break. I just want you to sit down for a minute. I know that there was a stay-at-home order in place. It's been lifted. And now you're like, break free. I can finally leave this house. I don't want you to have missed the point. I know you were at home and you had certain things that was required of you, and you were, whether it was you working from home, maybe you're still working from home, you did all the laundry, cleaned the house, painted the house, the whole house is renovated because you just had to stay busy and keep things going. And now the stay-at-home order is lifted, and now you're like, yes, I am free. And you may have jumped into the busyness again. Before you do that, I don't want you to miss the point. Did you take a minute? First, I know in my previous video I explained that I wanted you to take a minute and just ask God, where does He want you? Who are you to Him? What has He created you here? What has He created you for? What is your purpose? Where's your identity? Is your identity in Christ, or is your identity in other things, or pleasing other people? So I know I talk about those in the previous videos, but now I'm here because I still want to stay on that topic, but I want to go kind of in a different direction. So I know that there's a lot of things going on right now. You have the coronavirus that's still, going around, and people are still being affected, and some people wear masks, some people not wearing masks, some people think it's just a bunch of different mess to just completely distract us from the real thing that's going on. And then now you have the George Floyd just very sad situation that occurred with the losing of his life. And I know, there's protesting and there's all these things that's going on, and you may feel pulled and stretched in different directions. You may feel like, hey, that motherly instinct or that fatherly instinct is kicking in, and you're like, man, like if this was my son. You may be thinking, I just have all these emotions that are going on, where I'm looking at social media, they're saying this, they're showing these videos, I'm getting upset, I'm getting frustrated, I'm getting overwhelmed. I want to act. How can I make a change? How can this end? How can racism end in the community? How can lives change for the better? I know you may be pulled in different directions. I know that there may be politics and that kind of conversation that's going on, and you just feel like, at first everything was at just a ease, and it was going well because it was peace. And I mean, although you knew that there was craziness going on the outside of your homes, you knew in the comfort of your home that you found some type of peace. And now that you are out and about, and there's some more situations that's coming up and that's being shown, and people that have went out, they've been affected by the coronavirus, and now they may be exposing other people, and it's just a lot. So I just want you to take a minute to just breathe, just relax, just breathe, because I believe during this time of having the distractions eliminated and you being required to stay in one spot and deal with the things that you have to deal with on your own, and then now that you dealt with that, you're required to so sorry excuse me, I don't have the coronavirus, y'all. Don't play. I see y'all. You be scared to sneeze in front of people because you be like, oh, hold on now, let me get on. You ain't got the coronavirus. Okay, sorry. So anyway, so I don't want you all to get where you're just jumping right back to where you were. You completely missed the point, and now you're back in, and you're not still doing what you were supposed to do. although you may be pulled in so many different directions, it is still important for you to ask how to stay in God's will. How to stay in God's will. Before you act, before you respond, before you say yes or no, just take a minute and say, Lord, where do you want me? How can I contribute? What do you want me to do? Because yes, it is important to act and respond, but it's how you respond and what you are to do. I know people are thinking, what is she talking about? I'm any task that is required of you at this time. You don't want to miss the point by just saying yes because you're trying to fill that time with things to do, or you're trying to fill that time so that you can feel better or feel like you were a part. Anything that is required of you, I want you to take a step, take a minute, sit down, breathe, and say, Lord, where will you have me? Where do you want me? That is what I'm talking about. Not only that, as you are doing this, we talked about identity and knowing yourself and knowing who God has called you to be and knowing your purpose and not doing things because someone thinks you should do it or someone thinks you have to do it, or maybe one person's doing it one way and then now you feel like you should do it that way. That's not effective. It's only effective if you do it as God has told you to do. Straightforward. Protesting. Donating to different causes and charities. Volunteering. You even have people that are rioting and doing it the wrong way. They're doing it with violence. And this is a very hard subject, or hard, it's a very difficult time right now. And what I need you guys to do is just not let the distractions completely take you there. Like, I feel like I'm talking in circles. Like I'm trying to say something, but I'm not really saying it. Take a minute, breathe, and find who you are and what you are supposed to do at this time. And have a quick check and say, Lord, am I on the right path? And if I am on the wrong path, guide me to the right path. This is Diamond with Casting Vision. Thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I can't wait to see you again.